I was always a straight A student. I completed a PhD. I built a private practice. I worked really hard. I pushed through. I produced, and I was praised for it. I was praised for being driven, high achieving, resilient. But underneath that mask of productivity was this really dirty, shameful secret, which was that I would have terrifying episodes in supermarkets where I lost my sense of self entirely. I wasn't just disoriented, I was completely disintegrated. I had periods of such profound incapacity that I couldn't even imagine ever wanting to do anything ever again. And the shame that I felt all day, every day was almost unbearable. I was always feeling behind. I always felt like I was not keeping up with who I was supposed to be or what I was supposed to produce, and that all of that high capacity in some areas was balanced by this, complete incapacity in others. I now know that that was autistic burnout, that it starts in childhood, not in adulthood, and that it lives in the mitochondria. It accumulates over time and it breaks you down from the inside out. Leaving academia, leaving my career as a psychotherapist in private practice, these were among the most terrifying decisions that I've ever made. Felt like free fall, it felt like failure, but I now recognize that it was completely necessary because my nervous system was telling the truth. There's no way that I could survive by continuing to comply and push and produce. And it was actually only in being forced to let those identities die that I have begun to come back to life. So only in collapse did I begin to see the machine for what it was and how I was perpetuating and embodying that machine. Because this isn't just about overwork, this is about capitalism. It's driven by the logic of patriarchy, and that logic says like force, dominate, and obey. And the more sensitive you are, the harder that machine is going to grind you down, and the more intense the symptoms of that are going to be. But the collapse, if we can allow it, is actually not failure. It is actually the threshold of rebirth into a different reality. It's where we exit the logic of extraction and we enter a completely different world, one that honors interconnection and entanglement, one that listens to the body, one that remembers the sacredness of all life. This is the new world we need to be born into. We were never meant to prove our worth by how much we produce. We were meant to remember who we actually are beneath what we were told to be. And that is entangled, whole, sacred, beautiful.